live here. And we're ready to go. Perfect timing. All right. So welcome to Mornings with Nano. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, 2021. Today's a great day for us to learn. I really want you guys to sit down and take some incredible notes on what I'm going to share with you guys here today. I think that it's important that everybody learns this law that I'm going to teach you guys today, because it's something that I learned very early on, and it was something that really touched me. But now I wanna read something to you guys that I learned this morning before I get into it, and so that way you guys can really see what it's about. But I think you guys need to hear this, right? And I want to tell you guys something that you guys probably didn't know, all right? And I want you guys to really sit here and stick with me on what I'm about to tell you guys. I learned this morning that the average life for any human being is 960 months. The average life for a human being is 960 months. Okay, if you do the math, can somebody tell me how long of a life that is? If anybody does the math real quick. They didn't bring me my coffee. 80 years, right? And it's 80 years. So the thing is, he says this. He says the average life is 960 months, right? And the guy says, really, it doesn't seem like we live that long when you put it that way. He said, it's not. It's only 29,000 days. Wow. 960 months or 29,000 days. I'll have to remember that, right? So, right, what he explains is that some of us are taking our lives for granted. Some of us are letting time pass every day. And the problem is, because we keep letting time pass, all right, our time is coming up. So every day that we slack off, every day that, we don't do what we're supposed to do and walk in our purpose, okay, is one day closer to the end for us. And if there's one thing that's guaranteed, is that there is going to be an end. And when he said that this morning, it put a lot of things into perspective for me, because I'm like, man, like, I show up every day. I do what's required of me every day, but it's like, yo, can I be doing more? Should I be doing a lot more? Like, because you see, the thing is that we don't have a lot of time. Remember, guys, life is like, it's not a video game. We don't get to die and do it again. So what impact are we leaving while we're here is what's important. And this book put a lot of things into perspective for me this morning, because it was like, yo, every day we must show up and give the best of ourselves, the best version of us. You got to think about it. Are you giving the best version of yourself today to the world? Not to your business, right? Not to your mom, not to your dad, right? To the world. Are you giving the best version of yourself every single day? And it put those things into perspective for me. And that's why I say, you know what? I got to teach individuals the law of the price tag. Because I want you guys to write this down, all right? Instant gratification is more glorified than delayed gratification. Instant gratification is more glorified than delayed gratification. Okay, we've been raised in environments where instant gratification is the way to go. All right, instant gratification is the way to go, and it even works as, look, you know how simple, what instant gratification has to do with? Waking up and grabbing your phone. That's instant gratification. Think about it. We sit here and wake up, and the first thing we do is grab our phones. That's instant gratification. That's more glorified than delayed gratification. You taking an hour, 2 hours before you grab your phone It's not something that's glorified. You know what's glorified? Waking up, grabbing your phone. Quick money is glorified. Quick success is glorified. But delayed gratification is the real key. That's why I always teach you guys. What do I always teach? You have to learn to work without pay so that you can get paid without work. You have to learn to work without pay so you can get paid without work. That is the perfect example of delayed gratification. So we got to change that narrative, and it starts with us. Because if we're glorifying instant gratification, all right, then guess what? Everybody that joins us, everybody that we attract will also always and model the instant gratification model. That's why we got to teach people delayed gratification. I teach all the leaders within my organization delayed gratification. I let them know it's going to take time. I let them know that, guess what? Regardless of how much effort or how talented you are or whatever it is that you do, you're going to have to make sure that you pay that price. Okay? So I'm going to go over the law of the price tag. Okay? The law of the price tag. Let's talk about it. Okay? Because I feel like everybody needs to hear this morning. The law of the price tag. The first point when it comes to the law of the price tag is the price must be paid by everyone. The price must be paid by everyone. So if you're watching this and you're on this call, guess what? We all got to pay the price. All 1,000 plus that are on this call, we all got to pay the price, family. Every single one of us. No one gets a buy. No one gets it for sale. We must pay the price in full. No one here gets a pass, not even Neno. No one. Sana doesn't get a pass. Jasmine doesn't get a pass. Everyone has to pay the price to win. But guess what? If you got to pay the price to win, remember this, you also got to pay the price to lose. And that is the worst thing for most people. You got to pay the price to win, and you got to pay the price to lose. That's how it works. That is the game. Okay? If anything, you actually got to pay the price to lose more in the beginning than you do pay the price to win. Trust me that. So we got to understand, guys, that every day that you wake up and you don't pay that price, that's more that you're going to have to pay in the long run, because no matter what, that price has to be paid. No matter what. So I want you guys to look at it in a perspective as money, right? Think about it in a perspective of money, okay? Let's say we owe the bank $10,000. We owe the bank $10,000 before it can release all of our, expenses and all the things. Before it can release all of our desires, we got to pay the bank $10,000. Okay. The faster we pay that money, the faster we get what we want. Okay. And the thing is, you can't make just a one-time payment of $10,000. Every day you must pay the price. And what if you can only pay it by $10 every day? What if you can only pay that price by $100 every day? And guess what? Sometimes you're going to have to pay the price to lose, because in this business and in life, risk comes with potential loss. So every time you take a risk, there's a potential loss attached to it, because risk brings potential loss. So you got to understand that even though life is risky, okay, taking risk is the best way to go about it. I've taken risks, guys, that most people wouldn't take. When I took the risk, look, guys, I'll be honest with you guys, right? You guys have heard my story. I've went to the bank and taken out credit cards, right? The bank gave me $7,500 when I was making $1,000 a month. They gave me a bank credit of $7,500. I maxed it out. And guess what? I had to pay back every single dollar in full before I can ever get back to a zero bank balance. I've had to pay back every single dollar plus more because it comes with interest. Plus more. But guess what? I believed in myself. I knew that I would be here. I knew I would be able to pay it off. But I paid the price every day. No. What do you mean by pay the price? Well, what's the price? Like, what is that exactly is paying the price? Paying the price, guys, is as simple as it sounds. It's showing up every day. Reading every day, doing your morning routine every day, prospecting every day, showing the plan every day, helping somebody else get to their goals, helping somebody else get rid of their problems. That's paying the price. I paid the price this morning. I did my morning routine, but guess what? I got to continue to pay the price throughout the day. I have calls I got to do. I have leaders I got to talk to. I have things I have to do. I got to pay the price every day, and you can't expect anything in return because remember, it's all delayed. What you do now doesn't show up tomorrow. What you do now shows up 60, 90 days from now. So everything I'm doing right now is not to expect anything tomorrow. Everything I'm doing right now is to receive the fruits of my labor come February, come March. Because that's when it starts to show up. Come February, come March, what I'm doing right now. So if you slack off now, there's going to be nothing in February or March for you. If you're not doing the work now, nothing is going to show up for you February and March because you're not paying the price right now. And guess what? While I've already paid my price come February and March, okay, you're still paying off what you owe because you didn't pay the price every day. If I show up every day, Monday through Sunday, and you only show up 2 or 3 times a week, and guess who's paying off the price faster, me or you? Me every time. Because I'm paying it 7 days a week. You're paying it only 2 to 3 times a week. How long do you think it's going to take you before you pay it? By the time you pay off 1 week, I've already paid off 2 or 3 weeks. That's the difference. You got to understand this. This is why I've been able to go so far in what I do is because I show up and pay the price day in and day out, regardless of what I'm going through. Okay? And that goes into number 2, right? The second point when it comes to the law of the price tag is, the second point is number 2, right? The price must be paid all the time. It has to be paid all the time. You can't skip a day. The price must be paid all the time, guys. All the time. And when I learned that, I was like, that made all the difference in my life. Because you see, I used to think that, remember guys, I come from the bottom. A lot of, type of 1 in the chat box if you come from the bottom. Anybody else come from the bottom? Right? Okay, so we have a few. So since we come from the bottom, we can't afford not to pay the price every day. Especially if you're on your come up. I'm still at my come up. Understand that. I'm just in a different chapter in my come up. Okay. But if you are on your come up and this is your first year of network marketing, this is the first year in your business and you're taking days off, bro, you should not be taking 1 day off. Honestly. Max 1 day. You know what Eric Worre taught me? He said, if you don't have it, if you're not where you want to be, you need to be working from 8 a.m. to midnight, 6 days a week. If you don't have it. If you don't have the results that you want, you need to be working from 8 a.m. to midnight, 6 days a week. 6 days a week. Minimum. This is all you got. How else are we going to do it? If you could find another way for us to get rich coming from the bottom, let me know. I'm always available to learn more and look at different opportunities. But honestly, right now, I don't know any. What if you have a full-time job? Figure it out. You work from 9 to 5? Well, guess what? From 5 to midnight, you better get to work. Get to work. Find a way to make it happen. There's no excuses. There's no excuses. I know people who work 2 jobs. I know parents that have 6 kids and still making it happen. I know people on my team personally that have 6 kids and they make it happen. So I don't want to hear the kids excuse. I don't want to hear the job excuse. My brother Jay Miles, he's here. Jay Miles has 6 kids. He shows up every day, rain or shine. So the price must be paid all the time. All right. And remember, look at what happens to people. And I know a lot of us can relate because I can relate. You ever hit a rank? You ever hit a rank and stop working? Type a 1 in the chat box if you ever done that. You ever hit a rank and stop working? Or do you know of somebody who hit a rank and they stopped working? You know what that was? Is that they stopped paying the price. They got what they wanted and they stopped paying the price. Right? They hit the rank, boom. And now they stopped paying the price that it took to get there. And guess what? Because of that, they lose that. Just because you hit a rank doesn't mean you stop growing. Okay? A rank is a representation of your personal development. A rank is a representation of your personal development. So just because you hit a rank doesn't mean that you stop growing. Because remember, life is not about what you get. Life is about what you become. Life is not about what you get. Life is about what you become, guys. That's what it's about right there. Who are you becoming every day? That's what you got to ask yourself. Who are you becoming every day? That's what it's all about. You think life is about what I get? You think life is about this nice condo that I have here in Miami, or the car I'm going to buy, or the mansion I'm going to have, or the clothes or the jewelry that I have? It's not about what I get. What I get really has no value. If you really sit down and think about it, there's no value in what I get. There's value in it at the time, but then it starts to lose value. You know where the real value is? The real value is in who I become. That's where the value is. Who did Neno become? Did Neno become a better son, better husband, better leader? Did Neno become a person of integrity, love, trust, hardworking, discipline? Okay. Was he able to get to a state of peace of mind? That's what I'm striving for. I'm striving for real success. The stuff that I teach you guys is more than just business. I teach you life. I'll never forget my coach in college, my first 2 years in college. My coach had a deep love for me, right? He looked at me as his son. And at the end of practice, usually, I went to a school in Oklahoma. At the end of practice, we would have to like clean the field, and he would go around on his little tractor trailer and, clean the dirt and make it nice and leveled and everything. And usually, he does this with everybody. But what he would do is, and I'll never forget those conversations, is I would sit with him on this tractor, right? And he would just talk to me as we cleaned the field about life. And he would have the whole team. I'll never forget these days. He has such a deep love for me that he would have this team sit in the dugout while me and him wet the whole field. And this will take us 30 minutes to do, like wet the whole entire field, from third base to shortstop to second base, all the way to first base. Like that'll take us 30 minutes to do. And it would just be me and him wetting the field. And he would teach me all about life, nothing about baseball, just life, how to become a better man, a better husband in the future, how to be a better son. And he always taught me that. He always said, hey, Neno, look, if you're going to teach anybody anything, don't teach them baseball, teach them life. Because baseball's temporary. Life is forever. So remember, guys, this business is temporary. Life is forever. So when I teach you guys this stuff on this call, it's because I want you guys to be better in life. Life is what this is all about. So you guys got to remember, the price must be paid all the time. And that's through the tough times, through the good times. Through the bad and through the good, you have to pay the price. It has to be paid all the time, every single day. Okay, that's number 2. All right. Oops. All right. Number 3. Okay. Remember this. This one is going to be dope for you guys. Number 3 is the price increases if you or the team want to improve. The price is going to increase. It goes up. The price goes up the more you want to improve. The more you want to improve, it will always, always increase. That's why they say, right, what got you to this rank is not what's going to get you to the next rank. The people that got you to where you are right now are now the people that are going to get you to the next level in life. Always remember that. So the price always increases. The price always increases. Always remember that. So if you are at a rank right now, okay, whatever rank you are in right now, the people that got you there are not going to be the people that get you to the next one. So if you're wondering why you're stuck at the rank that you're stuck, is because you haven't went out there and found the new people that are going to get you to the next level. Remember that. What you did to get to where you are now is not what you're going to do to get to the next level. More has to be paid. You guys play video games, right? You guys ever play Call of Duty, right? It always is more points to get to the next level. You ever play Call of Duty, right? And at every level, you have to pay more experience points in order for you to get to that next level. It's the same thing in life. If you want to get to the next level in life, you have to pay more of a price. It's never the same price for every level. Never. It's always more. So if you want to get to that next level in your business and in your life, you got to pay more, which means you got to read more books. You got to listen to more audios. You got to write your goals down more. Okay? You have to journal more. You have to meditate more. You have to study more. You have to prospect more. You have to do more events, more trainings, more opportunity calls. More. You have to do more. You're reading a book a month, read a book every 2 weeks. You're writing your goals down once a day, write it twice a day. You're meditating 10 minutes a day, meditate 20 minutes a day. Do more. and watch what happens to your life. Make a decision today that you're going to do more than what you've done before. Make a decision this week that you're going to do more this week than you've done all the other weeks. Make a decision this month that you're going to do more this month than you did last 11 months. That's what it takes. That's what it's going to take for all of us to get to where we want to go. It's the only way. Honestly, it is truly the only way that we're going to be able to get to where we want to go to, is if we understand that the price is going to increase, and that if we want our team to improve, we got to pay more of that price. The price has increased now for all of us. Don't go into 2022 with debt. Make a decision today to make yourself uncomfortable. What are you going to do today that is different from what you did last month? What are you going to do today that was different from what you did yesterday? The price increases if the price increases if you or the team want to improve. It increases. And guess what? The last and final point is number 4, right? Is the price never decreases. And that's how it works. The price never decreases. So you always have to pay it in full. Remember, new levels comes with new devils. Bigger challenges and bigger obstacles. That's how it works. That's how it works, fam. I want you guys to embrace where you guys are in your journey right now. And get ready to do something that you've never done before. Okay? Understand this. This is key. Because remember, all right? Our whole lives, okay? We've lived in this box. This box represents our comfort zone. And guess what? Nothing grows in your comfort zone. Nothing grows in your comfort zone, fam. Nothing. Absolutely nothing grows in your comfort zone. Nothing will grow in here. There's nothing for you in here. This box, that's where a majority of us live and die. Because everybody's comfortable with where they are. Nobody wants to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. Nobody. Everybody's scared. Everybody's scared to do this. Just step out the box. Step out the box. Do something you've never done before. You could take all the notes you want. You could take these notes, the law of the price tag. You can cover all 4 points. You can know all of them. But if you don't go out there and you don't step out of this box, nothing will happen for you. Nothing, absolutely nothing will happen for you. Because you know what they call the place outside the box? They call it the field of infinite possibilities. The field of infinite possibilities is what this is called. So if you're comfortable, you're waking up at whatever time you want, you're reading every once in a while, you don't write your goals down, you're not prospecting, you're not studying the material, you're comfortable, bro. Sister, you're comfortable. I'm sorry to tell you. And guess what? Nothing will grow in there. Nothing, absolutely nothing will grow in there. And as long as you know that and understand that on this call, then that makes me comfortable. Because at least you can't say that I didn't tell you. The only way you're going to be able to grow is not only stepping outside of the comfort zone, but living out here. Okay, taking that one step and then taking the next step. And then taking the next step. Right? The next step, and the next step. And you take all these steps, guess what? Until this box no longer is you. Because you see mine, this is what mine looks like, right? If you want to take a look at what mine looks like, my box is down here. And I stepped so far away from this box, right? I'm all the way out here. This is me. This is me over here. I'm so far away from that box. You can never make me go back over there. I can't go back. I can't go back there. I can't go out. I can't go back over here. There's no chance of me going back here. I'm just going as far away as possible from the box. How can you determine if you're making levels outside of the box? If you're nervous before you do something, that's good, right? Someone told me the other day, hey, I was so nervous for my first presentation. I'm like, that's amazing. That means you're stepping out of your comfort zone. If you're doing things that is out of the ordinary, you're doing things that make you uncomfortable. That's the best advice I could give anybody here right now. Like I said, I could give you the four points to the law of the price tag. You could write these down. You could put them in your notes. You can teach it. But if you don't go out there and do it, you won't get anything from it. I challenge you today to do something that makes you uncomfortable and tag me on Instagram. I challenge you to tell your story on your Instagram. Put it on your story. I challenge you to take a picture today and post it on your Instagram. I challenge you today to do your first presentation for anybody. I don't care if you do it for your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your cousin, your best friend, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. I challenge you to do your first presentation today. I challenge you today to talk to the first person that you see today that you feel like, I challenge you to talk to them about your business. I challenge you before you go to bed today to set your schedule up for the next day. I challenge you to wake up earlier tomorrow than you woke up today. I challenge every single person on this call to do something today that they've never done before. Do something today that you've never done before. Do something that makes you uncomfortable. How do you know? Create an uncomfortable list. What is your uncomfortable list? What makes you uncomfortable? Right? Posting pictures, posting videos, reading, public speaking, right? Going live, meeting new people, asking for help, right? This one is big right here. I know so many people that are scared to ask for help. So many people. I challenge you to ask for help right after this call. Ask somebody for help right after this call. Somebody that you truly believe can help you. Ask them for help. No ego, no nothing. No, even if they don't respond, ask them for help. What if you get a no? God bless them and ask the next person for help. I challenge you to give a compliment today. Give a compliment to your waiter. Give a compliment to the person that holds the door for you. Give a compliment. I challenge you to pray today before you eat. I challenge you today to pray before every meal that you eat today. Don't forget, every meal you eat today, you don't have to necessarily pray, but give thank you for it. Stop and set an intention and be like, thank you, God, for this food. Thank you for blessing me. I pray that this food nourishes my body and gives me the energy that I need to go out there and have a great day. Challenge you. I challenge you. Right? I challenge you to be vulnerable today. Maybe there's things that you need to talk about. Vulnerable. How do I spell that? Yeah, it goes L right here. Vulnerable. I challenge you to be vulnerable. Some of you guys are holding in all these thoughts and all these feelings inside, and it's acting as poison. Remember, guys, when you hold all this resentment and all these challenges and all these feelings inside, it is poison to your body. Let it go today. Let it go. Talk about it today. Be vulnerable today. Okay? You know what else makes some people uncomfortable? Right? Maybe today, okay, tell someone you love them that you haven't told in a long time, right? Tell someone you love them, right? Everybody put some hearts in the chat box and spread some love in the chat. Let's put some hearts in the chat for everybody. Tell someone you love them. Tell someone you appreciate them. Love everybody. These things right here will make all the difference in your lives, guys. This is what makes the difference. Is understanding this right here. You got to understand this. And when you do, all right, and when you do, everything will change for you. When you do. But you got to find that thing that makes you uncomfortable and go do it. Right? Wake up earlier. Wake up earlier. Do something you've never done and do this all week, right? If I were you, right? If I were you, look, eating healthy makes people uncomfortable. Nah, they prefer to eat unhealthy, right? Working out makes people uncomfortable. This makes people uncomfortable. You know what I would do if I were you? I would sit there and I would do this. I'd be like, okay, today, guess what? I don't like posting pictures, videos, or reading, but today I'm going to post a picture, I'm going to post a video, and I'm going to read. Tomorrow, I'm going to find a way to publicly speak. I'm going to go live on Instagram, and I'm going to go meet new people. The next day after that, I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to give a compliment, and I'm going to pray and give thanks before all the food that I eat. The next day after that, I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to tell people I love them, and I'm going to wake up earlier. The next day after that, I'm going to eat healthier, and I'm going to start working out. And start doing all of these things every day that make you uncomfortable. And watch what happens to your life. Watch what happens to your life. I could literally not do mornings with Nano for the rest of the year. And if you guys do this right here, I promise you guys will get more value from doing this than any call that I could run for you. I'm telling y'all right now. Literally, I could not do another mornings with Nano call all year. Okay, and if you guys do this right here, if you guys do this, what makes you uncomfortable, this will be more valuable than any training or any book recommendation that I could ever recommend you guys. I guarantee you that. This right here, what I just did right here. because I'm telling you guys because of what it did for me. So the 4 points when it comes to the law of the price tag. Number one, the price must be paid by everyone. Number two, the price must be paid all the time. Number three, the price increases if you or the team wants to improve. And number four, the price never decreases. Okay? Pay the price daily by stepping out of your comfort zone. Catch up to me. I need company over here. I need company. Catch up. The only way you're going to do that is by stepping out of that comfort zone. Okay? And finding out what makes you uncomfortable and doing them is the biggest gift that you could give yourself, your family, your leaders, and everybody around you, fam. So with that being said, that right there